What's up, people? Do you remember me covering this not even 24 hours ago? If that, a streamer, he came to the internet and he pulled receipts, and within them receipts, he discovered that the young lady that you're looking at on the screen had a ongoing relationship, however you want to look at it, with her cousin. Videos, text messages, he had receipts of all of it. He even went into details in which the discussions between the two were actually narrated. Well, she took down all of social media. Most of you probably already know it. But if you didn't, yeah, she went MIA. The public did what the public does with this type of information. And she pops back up and she had some words for the people and she had some words for the situation itself. So I want to play this clip, give my thoughts on it, and I'll leave it in your hands.
I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did, and I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around me. I know I've done wrong, I fucked up, and I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. It's not picture perfect as it may seem. I lost myself for.
All right. First and foremost, what I want to say is let's highlight the fact that you're admitting and owning up to your decisions. Now, whether or not you're doing it because you got caught or not, that's subjective. I'm looking at it like you're doing it because you got caught. Nonetheless, you're doing it. We're going to come back on that. I just want to acknowledge the fact that you realize that you need help. And I honestly hope that you're seeking help. Everybody's redeemable. It doesn't matter what we think about the situation, how bad it is, how disgusting it is. Everybody is redeemable, right? So if you're going to take ownership of it, getting therapy, getting help is definitely a start, a beautiful start. The parts that I am pretty sure people have broken down and have examined would probably begin with, well, the fact that you're constantly taking your eyes from here to here every time you speak. Because me, genuine interaction and engagement requires you to have a certain flow, a certain rhythm. See, I'm not very great at staring in the camera, but I know, like, if I want to be more interpersonal, I have to do it. There's ways that you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable to a certain extent to connect to the audience. You seem as if you're touching on points that you wrote down and you're reading from off of it. That's one thing. The other part, and this is where I think people are also looking at this like, you probably should have just kept this to yourself and went quiet and did the work. Where was all of this when you were in the relationship with the brother? Where was the communication at? Everything that you're pointing out here sounds very familiar to me. A person throws all of the blame for their actions on the other person to deflect from the fact that you consciously went into this with the other member with no peer pressure. It wasn't me, it wasn't the fans, nobody watching coerced you into becoming that close and intimate with your partner. So whatever you had going on within that relationship with your boyfriend, your ex, why wasn't any of this conveyed to him? Nobody believes what you're saying here. Most of us have already heard this excuse 1,000 times. Anytime a person wants to rationalize cheating or doing things outside of, they have to find excuses and reasons so they don't feel so bad about it. Because the thing is, if you never would have got caught, would these complaints that you're offering us, would they even still be prevalent? If you never got caught, would you have ever stopped? Would you have been asking to seek for therapy and assistance? The only silver lining in this is that you've been exposed and shame has fallen upon you. Not in the way that most people would think, because it is a shameful act, but it's highlighting that you're flawed and that no, this isn't normal. There's things within this situation that goes deeper than what we know. And somewhere in your house, your family is going to have to take some L's on this. They're going to have to sit down with you and the gentleman, and they're going to have to really have some uncomfortable conversations, because for y'all to have come together like that and for you to think it's okay, nah, we're not doing that. So, like, personally, you going to get therapy, that's cool if you really mean it. You might lose some support behind this, but you're still going to have people that are rallying for you. I want to see everybody win. I believe most people can change and come out of things. It all depends on how bad you want it, where your mindset is, and if you have the right people in your corner to encourage it. But you still got to take this L, my nigga. You still got to take it. You can't just be a public figure, cosplay and pretend to be something for the audience, monetize off the audience based off of fictitious personalities and all this. And then when you get this right here and the backlash doesn't come the way that you want it to, you can't take this and reject that. You got to have all of it. So I wish you the best. I wish that brother the best. You got a long road ahead of you, but if you're willing to put in the work, go for it. As far as the authenticity of this post, It's not my place to decide if it's real or not. I don't think it's legit. I think it's only legit because you got caught. But that's not a bad thing either. Y'all tell me in the comment section what y'all think about this clip, how you feel about it. You know what I'm talking about.